So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has existed between two grand teams. One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. This is always a game of consequence.
Well, I think we know what we're in for, whatever the circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing riding on this.
And now, lining up for
This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the modern version of that is a lot more fluid and flexible than in bygone times. There's a much greater understanding of the need for players to cover forward running, and it enables risk-taking while the gaps are filled. I'm very much a fan of it. There are a lot of people who seem to have kind of ignored it and just put it to bed, but it still works, it's still valid, and I think we're going to see it be successful here.
So off we go then. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Guardiola, Peter, is a fella who appeared on the scene after a meteoric rise on the international scene, but he really is, for me, the blueprint of the modern centre-half, and of course he can play at left-back too. He's old school, he's uncompromising defensively, and he is truly outstanding on the football.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. It's a promising position. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Played out towards the right wing. Lovely pass, but can... Shot, surely! He's going for goal! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Ahmad clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Šeško! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Ball's gone out of play. Mazraoui. Ahmad is wide and looking to get onto this. And he's taking no chances there. It's their second corner of the game. Šeško! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Reinders. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Look at the space here. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Oh, he's put Cisco! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Mathias Nunes. Bernardo Silva. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Spread out to the left. And it's O'Reilly.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Mazraoui. The ball goes in. Cleared without hesitation. Manchester United have their third corner. Cisco! Oh, it's coming. Bruno Fernandes! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, he came away empty-handed in the end, but it was wonderful movement.
O'Reilly. Vardiol. And Cherki. Rodri. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Over to the left. Shot could be on. Cross goes for a shot! Holland! That is brilliant! A finish of true class! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Haaland simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived, and boy, did he hit it.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Mazraoui.
Manchester United truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Quick look, then plays it in. Corner then. So their fourth corner of the game. Big header! And he hits the net! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Manchester United.
Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Looking for options for movement, and he's picked it up out wide, and it's played in here. That has been knocked clear. Good reason for optimism here.
There will be 3 minutes.
He gets big! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Manchester United get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. So we reached the halfway point.
Well, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Manchester United are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Rodri wins the duel this time. Shifted it to the flank. O'Reilly. Can he get on the end of this? Looking for the run. Aimed in towards the centre. That's an excellent interception. That is ended up in no man's land. And this is Bernardo Silva. Pass somewhat off target. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bruno Fernandes. To Martinez. Back towards the middle. Šeško under intense pressure.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's picked his way through, and here's Bernardo Silva. Knocks it into space. Incoming. He's got tall. It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
This is quite a battle.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
O'Reilly. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cherki. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
No, it's come to nothing. Not the most accurate pass. Diogo Dalot. Martinez. Now it's Haaland. Mount. Well, there's the clearance. Spread it left.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Foden. And he's managed to get free. Good claim, no margin for error there. Well, that is good, super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And here's Haaland. Doku puts his foot on the gas.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Matheus Cunha is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Doku. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Haaland.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Ball is over the line. Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Now it's Haaland. He's through, now is he in? Oh, this looks sharp. Ruben Dias with the clearance. And that is as far as it goes. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Šeško picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
I'm sure they will make fine souvenirs.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.